Hello friends. So today we are going to talk about lots of questions related to fixed and variable overhead variances. Very important session today for your practice purpose. What we are going to start with are some fixed overhead variances question. Some question will carry little bit of variable overhead also, but majority questions are fixed overhead variances. Very important for 6 marks, 8 marks from exam point of view. The first step in fixed overheads, FO1 is actual fixed overhead cost incurred. FO2 busted fixed overhead cost. FO3 fixed overhead absorbed on actual days worked based on standard rate per day. FO4 fixed overhead absorbed for actual hours worked based on standard rate per hour. And FO5 standard fixed overhead cost for actual production. Having got the 5 steps, we make a table. Fixed overhead cost variance on the top, FO5 minus FO1. Left hand side fixed overhead expenditure variance, FO2 minus FO1. Right hand side fixed overhead volume variance, FO5 minus FO2. Under that 3 categories, fixed overhead calendar variance, FO3 minus FO2. Fixed overhead capacity variance, FO4 minus FO3. And fixed overhead efficiency variance, FO5 minus FO4. I have created the headers and the table there. I am just going to fill the figures again and again in these 5 steps and the table and get all fixed overhead variances. What you must do, you must write steps and table along with every question. Must write the step header. You will be able to recall it again and again if you do. I am starting with question number B3, which was November 2018 intermediate new syllabus question. Very easy question, but focus on the 5 steps. What you are given? You are given standard data, you are given actual data, and you are asked specific variances part by part. What I will do, I will apply all the 5 steps, and whatever variance is asked, I will answer them specifically there in the end. FO1, actual fixed overhead cost incurred. It is given in the question. The busted and actual are given in the third row in the amount columns. You are given actual 4,90,000. 4,90,000. Similarly, budgeted you are given against this rupees 5 lakh. Budgeted you are given is rupees 5 lakh. Days budgeted are 25, actual are 23. So 5 lakh busted fixed overhead divide by 25 days multiplied by actual 23 days. So I get there 5 lakh divided by 25, this is 20,000 multiplied by 23, 4,60,000 rupees. Now the steps do not give you marks, but if you do step wrongly, you lose marks because your variance will be incorrect. After steps, I will reach a table. In table, I will get the answer. From there, I will get the marks. Now I am getting per hour into hours worked. Check the full question. There is no mention of hours at all. Hours are not given at all. So when a particular step is not applicable, you pick the value of earlier step. I can certainly write in the exam, assuming hours per day are same in budget and actual, FO4 equal FO3 equal rupees 4,60,000. So if there were, let's say, 8 hours per day, then what I would have done, I have multiplied this with 8, multiply this also with 8. So if I had same, this into 8, this into 8, this 8 and 8 will cut, figure will remain same. So I'm just writing assumption there appropriately. The assumption is per day hours budgeted and actual are assumed to be same. Hence FO4 equal FO3 equal 4,60,000. This is the sorry. This is the figure I am getting, 4,60,000 again. FO5 busted fixed overhead. Busted fixed overhead we had 5 lakh. Divide by budgeted units 5,000 multiplied by actual units 4,800. 100 into 4,800. Rupees 4,80,000 would be FO5. Now having got all 5 steps, I can compute the variances and then write there which part answer I am getting. I will make it in the form of table again. FO5 minus FO1, 4,80,000 minus 4,90,000. 10,000 adverse. Now cost variance is part 1 answer. Part 1 answer. You must verify which part it is. Must write in the exam which part you are writing. Then FO2 minus FO1, 5 lakh minus 4,90,000. 10,000 favorable. This is expenditure variance. This is part 2. This is part 2. Then FO5 minus FO2, 4,80,000 minus 5 lakh. 20,000 adverse. Volume variance. This is part 3. Part 3 answer is 20,000 adverse. Then he is only asking efficiency. I will compute all others, although he is asking only efficiency. So part 4 answer will be on right hand side bottom. Calendar FO3 minus FO2. FO3 4,60,000 minus FO2 5 lakh. 40,000 adverse. I may not even compute it when it is not wanted by question. But I am completing the table. I am filling the full table. No part answer is this. This is 4,60,000 minus 4,60,000. This is nil. Capacity variance is nil. Not wanted in question. Efficiency 4,80,000 minus 4,60,000. 20,000 favorable. This is part 4 answer. So all parts have been answered here completely. This is complete question B3. The next question is B4. Again in B4, the challenge is to calculate FO1 to FO5, all the 5 steps. Once steps are there, the variances can be easily computed. Looking at this, your first given actual number of working days 24, actual man hours 9600, actual units 800. Actual fixed overhead incurred in the month. First of the period is month. The amount is given there 4,200. So amount is rupees 4,200. That is the busted amount. The company's busted and standard data is given. Busted number of working days 22. Budgeted hours for the month to 8,800. Standard man hours per unit produced 11. This is important figure, will be used in FO5 later on. Standard overhead rate per man hour 0.50. Now concentrate here, budgeted fixed overhead for the month is not directly given. How you can compute? Busted units into busted rate per unit. Busted rate per unit is not known at the moment. Busted hours into busted rate per hour. Yes, they are given. So this is computed as budgeted hours multiplied by budgeted rate per hour. 8800 multiplied by 0.50. This becomes rupees 4400. Rupees 40. And this is very important figure because in FO4 also, FO3 also, this figure will be required. In FO3, 4400 divide by budgeted days. Budgeted days are given there 22. Multiplied by actual days. Actual days were given in the beginning 24. Multiplied by 24. So 4400 divided by 22 multiplied by 24. 200 into 24. Now by chance it is equal to FO2. It is not because the step is not applicable. It is by chance equal to FO2. 48, no, not equal to FO2. It is different. Fine. It is equal to FO4. Later on we'll compute. So we are getting is 4800. Now standard rate per hour, it was given 0.50 multiplied by actual hours worked, that is 9600. So by chance it is equal to FO3. It is by chance. After computation anything can be equal. So there is zero. Which variance? Capacity variance. We'll compute it later on. Busted fixed overhead divided by busted units into actual units. Now instead of applying this formula, alternatively, I can say standard rate per hour multiplied by standard hours per unit multiplied by actual units. This is alternative I have told you. If you can recall, I gave you the example also. If in making the marker there is 5 rupees per hour overhead cost, 5 rupees per hour, and there are 2 hours to complete one unit, so 10 rupees per unit is the cost. Whenever question gives you standard hours per unit, which are given in this question as 11, I told you important figure. We compute standard cost per unit in this alternative manner. 0.50 per hour multiplied by 11 hours per unit. There can be alternative ways, but this is the easiest and the best way of doing. Remember logic. 50 paisa per hour is the cost and 11 hours you put on this one marker. So in one marker, how much cost we are incurring? 5 rupees 50 paisa. Multiplied by actual units. Actual units are given at 800. So what I am getting there? 5.50 multiplied by 800 units. This is rupees 4400. It can be equal to anything by chance, but we have computed it. The computed figure is 4400. Let's put in the table of variances. 4400 minus actual was 4200. 200 favorable. This table is going to be your answer. He is not asking specific variances. All variances in detailed manner are shown in this table. FO2 minus FO1. FO2 we had 4400, FO1 4200, 200 favorable, FO5 4400 minus FO2 4400. So there is nil volume variance. Under this calendar variance, FO3 4800 minus 4400. You are getting is 400 favorable. This is 4800 minus 4800, nil. And lastly, FO5 minus FO4. FO5 we had 4400 minus FO4 4800. 400 adverse. This is ultimate question B4. The next question is question B5. It is carbon copy of B4, just a practice question. Just like earlier question, we want to calculate 5 steps and the table here. Let's focus there. I find out the actual fixed overhead given in the question rupees 3600. Actual fixed overhead 3600 given. Then I want to find budgeted. Again, budgeted per man hour is given is equal to budgeted fixed overhead per man hour multiplied by budgeted man hours. So rate per man hour 50 paisa multiplied with budgeted man hours. They are given in the question at 8000. So this is rupees 4000, computed as rupees 4000. Now this 4000 is very important. It is used in FO3 also. 4000 budgeted fixed overhead divide by budgeted days. Budgeted number of days 20 multiplied by actual days given in the second line 22. So this is 200 into 22. This is rupees 4400. FO4 budgeted overhead 4000. That will not be needed. Budgeted rate per hour 50 paisa multiplied by actual hours worked 8600. That makes rupees 4300. Last step on alternative basis. Alternatively, standard rate per hour multiplied by standard hours per unit. This becomes per unit multiplied by actual units. Now, alternatives are very important to understand. There are alternative ways of doing also. You can apply the first formula also, but that will be a little tricky. Let's not get confused into that part. Let's do it in the easier way that we are using. 50 paisa per man hour multiplied by standard hours per unit. They will be given there. Second last item in the question, standard man hours per unit 10 multiplied by actual output in units 850 units. Five into 850. 4250. Table of variances 4250 minus actual we had in the beginning 3600. 650 favorable. FO2 we had, I think, 4000. Yes, 4000 minus 3600. 400 favorable. FO5 4250 minus 4000. 250 favorable. FO3 34400 minus 4000. 400 favorable. FO4 4300 minus 4400. 100 adverse. FO5 4250 minus 4300. 50 adverse. This table of variances, this is the ultimate answer that will give you full marks in the exam. It is 650 favorable, 400 favorable, 250 favorable, 400 favorable, 100 adverse and 50 adverse in the sequence that we have computed. So this table of variances is ultimate answer of this question number B5. The next question is question B6. There is only one difference in this question. Instead of a single product, there are multiple products. Where does product come into picture? In FO5. So in FO5, I'll compute standard cost per unit multiplied by units produced for both the products and add. That is the only difference. We will be doing that in SV4 also, SM4 also. Similar thing is here. Other than that, question is very simple. Let us focus on all the data that we require. So looking for first step, FO1. Question gives me actual overhead, second last line of the question, rupees 875. It is directly given. FO2, budgeted fixed overhead. It is given in the third line of the question. The budgeted overhead is rupees 860. I don't need to compute, it is directly given. Then days. Try to find days. You are unable to find. So it's not applicable. As FO3 is not applicable, details of days not given, we presume budgeted days equal to actual days, implying FO3 equal FO2 equal rupees 860. So calendar variance is bound to be null. That is what you will get here. Now FO4, very simple. Budgeted 860 divided by busted hours 3440 multiplied by actual hours. Actual hours are 3200. 860 divided by 3440, this is 0.25 multiplied by 3200, rupees 800. Now standard cost per unit given differently for X and Y. For product X, for product Y. Two products are given, 3 per unit and 2.25 per unit multiplied by actual units. For product X there are 200 units, for Y there are 100 units. 600, 225, 825 rupees is total. This is FO5. So very simple, FO1 to FO5 we have reached. We will reach from there the variances, table of variances. $825 minus $875, 50 adverse. Then 860 minus 875, 15 adverse. Then 825 minus 860, 35 adverse. Calendar variance was 0. 860 minus 860, nil. FO4 we computed at 800. Minus 860, 60 adverse. This is FO5 was 825. $825 minus efficiency variance FO5 825 minus FO4 800, that is 25 favorable. This is complete question B6. So the next question is B7. It's again similar question, 5 steps and a table. The language is very important. Language, I like to draw your focus on the 4th column of the table given to us. Even 3rd column. 3rd column says man hour per day. In FO3, I need man hours, but not per day. So need to multiply it with respective days to get total man hours. And 4th column, output per man hour. Once I get correct man hours, I multiply that with this output per man hour, I will get the total output. So FO4 and FO5 are important in this question. Other than that, very simple question. So looking step by step, first step, actual fixed overhead given in the question at rupees 1,68,000. 1,68,000 given. Similarly, FO2 1,60,000 given. FO3 very simple computation, 1,60,000 divide by budgeted days 20 multiplied by actual days 22. 1,60,000 divided by 20, this is 8,000 per day multiplied by 22 days. Rupees 1,76,000. Now next one is important because this is 1,60,000 divide by, if you do divide by 8,000 into 8,400, that is incorrect. That is incorrect. Make it sure you are understanding. This is divide by 8,000 into 20 multiplied by 8,400 into 22. I need total man hours. I don't need man hours per day. Per day needs to be multiplied with days to get the total man hours. So total budgeted man hours are 1,60,000. So this becomes 1,60,000 divide by 1,60,000 multiplied by Actual man hours 8400 into 22, 1,84,800. So my answer of FO4, 1,84,800. It is very important to note the word per day written there. If per day were not there, answer will be totally different. Now 1,60,000 divided by 1,60,000 into 1, and this is 1,84,800 into 0.9, because 90 unit per man hour is actual production, 1 unit per man hour is planned production, busted production. So on planned hours we have applied 1,60,000 hours, 1,60,000 units, 1,84,800 hours, 1,84,800 hours into 0.9. Actual production is 166,320. So this is what I am getting. 1 per unit applied on 166,320. This is rupees 166,320. They are the 5 steps. Having got 5 steps, you have to put in the table and get all the things. Things are very easy once you practice it hard. You are given so many questions to practice in fixed overhead, you can master the topic very easily. Only thing is, apply your mind. Must learn all the 5 steps, must learn the table of variances given to you. Then find step by step entry cases, small entry cases in every question. So this is what you are getting in this question. Man hours per day, output per man hour. Do it carefully. So this I am getting 166,320 minus 1,68,000. 166,320 minus 1,68,000. 1,680 adverse. Then expenditure variance FO2 minus FO1. 1,60,000 minus 1,68,000. 8,000 adverse. FO5 166,320 minus 1,60,000. 6,320 favorable. At the bottom part, FO3 minus FO2. FO3 1,76,000 minus 1,60,000. 16,000 favorable. FO4 minus FO3. FO4 was 184,800 minus FO3. FO3 we just saw 1,76,000. This is 8,800 favorable. And lastly, FO5 166,320 minus 184,800. 166,320 minus 184,800. I am getting 184,80 adverse. This is complete question B7. So we continue with question B8 here. B8 is a different question, good exam question which was repeated in May 2012 and May 2015 for 8 marks. It covers variable as well as fixed overheads. It is giving you some semi-variable overhead type cost. You need to segregate first in your working note, and then whatever variances he is wanting only 4 variances. Variable overhead, almost everything is desired. In fixed overhead, only capacity and efficiency variances are wanted. So I like to compute steps for whatever I can compute, but concentrate on these variances only. You are given standard absorption rate per unit for overhead, means total fixed and variable, 20 rupees. So I can note there overheads per unit is rupees 20. If I can get out of this variable per unit, balance will be fixed overhead. So per unit I can easily segregate, provided I can get the variable per unit or fixed per unit. Then standard rate per hour, overhead per hour. Is given rupees 4, implies 5 hours per unit. If it is 20 per unit, 4 per hour means you are applying 5 hours only, then you are getting 20. 5 into 4 is 20. So 5 hours per unit is standard, that you can remember. You are given busted production, you are given actual production, you are given actual overheads. Which is 2,95,000. Now this all data is total. I want to segregate into variable and fixed. If I get variable per unit and fixed per unit, I'll be able to apply in VO3 and FO5 respectively. If I get per hour detail, I'll be able to get VO2 and FO4. If I get actual overhead variable and fixed, I'll be able to get VO1 and FO1. So many steps at stake if you can segregate. Now in bracket of actual overheads, fixed is directly given 62,500. The 62,500 easily gives me what? FO1, 62,500 given. Once I subtract 2,95,000 minus 62,500, I'm getting 232,500. 232,500. This is balancing figure. This is my VO1. Very simple. I start getting my steps here. Now you are given a table of flexible budget. From flexible budget, if you can apply the formula of segregation that you study in flexible budget also, in marginal costing also you are doing, in overhead chapter also you are taught this. Difference in cost by difference in units gives you variable overhead cost per unit. So I write here variable overhead per unit equals difference in total overhead divided by difference in units. You are given at 3 levels, 8,000, 10,000, 14,000. I'll be using 10,000 and 14,000 because they are nearest to the busted and actual production. 8,000 is too far, although the answer might be same with any levels, but I'll use 10 and 14,000. So this is 2,70,000 minus 2,10,000 divide by 14,000 minus 10,000. 60,000 divided by 4,000. 15 per unit. This variable overhead per unit is 15. Hence fixed balancing figure. And there are 5 hours per unit. So it makes 15 divided by 5. Rupees 3 per hour. And this is rupee 1 per hour. You can call it balancing. You can be doing 5 by 5. 5 hours per unit we computed earlier. From there I am getting 3 per hour and 1 per hour. Now lots of basic data is with me. I am ready to perform all the steps there. Only busted fixed overhead I need to compute. I'll compute in the relevant step FO2 there. Looking at variable overhead. Again table is with me. Actual variable overhead cost incurred. Actual variable overhead cost incurred. This is rupees 2,32,500. I computed already VO1. VO2 per hour I computed 3 rupees. Rupees 3 per hour multiplied by actual hours given in question 74,000. Actual hours are same whether you apply in fixed or variable. Actual hours will not be different. 74,000 into 3, 2,22,000. 2,22,000. Per unit, in variable overhead we computed per unit how much? We computed 15 per unit. Rupees 15 per unit. Multiplied by actual units 15560. 15560 multiplied by 15. I am getting is rupees 2,33,400. 2,33,400 minus actual we got 2,32,500. 2,32,500 is equal to 900 favorable. 900 favorable. Similarly, expenditure cost variance he has not asked me at all. He is asking efficiency and expenditure only. VO2 2,22,000 minus 232,500. 232,500. 10,500 adverse. And efficiency VO3 minus VO2 233,400 minus 2,22,000. 233,400 minus 2,22,000. 11,400 favorable. 11,400 favorable. This was variable overhead category here. Next, fixed overhead category. Actual fixed overheads we computed, although we don't need because he is not asking me anything related to FO1, but it is given 62,500. Now the only good challenge in the question is to compute fixed component. Remember segregation concept. Now I am doing at 10,000 units. Total 2,10,000. Variable, we computed variable per unit. $15. $60,000. We got fixed overheads budgeted at 60,000. In FO3 it will be same because days not available implies FO3 equal FO2 equal rupees 60,000. When a step is not applicable, we take the value of previous step. So FO3 equal FO2 equal 60,000. FO4 per hour, we computed per hour rupee 1 per hour for fixed overheads. Multiplied by actual hours worked, 74,000 hours. This is rupees 74,000. And then comes unit based. Per unit, we had rupees 5 applied on actual units. Actual units were 15560. This is 77,800. 77,800. Now, two variances wanted there, we'll compute those. Number one, fixed overheads efficiency variance. It is FO5 minus FO4. We just computed 5 per unit multiplied by 15560 is equal to 77,800. 77,800 and 74,000. Rupees 3,800 favorable. Last thing wanted in the question. This is part 2A and B. B wanted is capacity variance. It is FO4 minus FO3. FO4 was 74,000 and FO3 was what? 60,000. $14,000 favorable. This was complete B8 based on fixed as well as variable overhead variances.